Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the groove this morning. Feel like I could just all day to that beat. Man, man, please. Joined a rec basketball league a few weeks ago. Second game was last night. Boy, oh boy, am I out of shape. Haven't been this out of shape since. Yeah, this is the worst shape of my life. Still, our team is 2-0, baby. 2-0, let them know. Woke up sore this morning. A lot of good stuff happened on the diamond while I was on the hardwood last night. Doom, 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 doom. A few things that stood out to me that I want to touch on. Also, I don't know why I said also. A few things I want to touch on from last night. Completely slipped my mind what I was about to say. Some teams that are hot, some teams that are not. How about the resilience of the A's? How about Justin Steele? Should we take him more serious as a Cy Young Award winner? I know probably 2 or 3 weeks ago I was talking about this, wrote an article about it, and it just felt like as good as he is, they're giving it to Zach Gallen. It don't matter. It don't matter. As good as Justin Steele is, they're giving it to Zach Gallen. But now 2 starts later, the kid's gotten even better. Record is now 15-3. ERA is 2.69. I gotta reopen this conversation, talk about it. I gotta look up the number for it. But this Justin Steele kid, I mean, I think he can absolutely wreck the Cy Young Award as we know it. Just as the fact that everybody has Cole and Gallen locked up. And I think I just said this, but how about the resilience of the Rays going through everything that they went through, still putting together winning baseball? Sorry, I'm finalizing my bets for the night. We got 4 good ones for you. 4 good ones. Good ones. Get those out later in the show. Also, I want to touch on this Pete Alonso trade rumors and why I think it's the craziest thing I've heard. One of the craziest things I've ever heard. I don't have metaphors for everything, people. Do you think this show has writers? I am the writer. Cubs, Brewers. Now that's baseball. 1-0 game, and the 1 run came in the first inning. Shutout baseball. The last 8 innings. Talk about gorgeous. Will ya? Still gets his 15th win of the season. Stros in Houston. The Astros. They're playing in Boston, but boy, they are catching stride. This team's hot as ice. Houston Astros getting their groove back at the right time. And Cobb, Alex Cobb for the San Francisco Giants, 1 out away from a no-hitter. Short. Coming up just a tad short there, buddy. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dies. Going live. The 30th of August, baby. September is near. By the end of the week, it will be September, which means you can count down to the winner Man, yesterday was kind of nice though. Had a nice little breeze in the air. Alex Cobb, baby, 1 out short of a no hitter against the red hot Red Legs, who were down 6-0 going into the ninth, being no hit. End up putting up 1 hit and 1 run in the ninth inning. The Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums, keep things rolling, strolling, and going. They take down the Diamondbacks 9-1. I want to touch on this game for a second, just due to the fact that Merrill Kelly, he's such a inconsistent ace. And by inconsistent, I mean he can give you the best start you've ever seen. He can give you an average start, or he can straight up get blown away like he did last night and give up 6 runs in the first 3 innings. And I mean, his whole career's been like that. Good, bad, bad, worse, great, good, bad, great, great. It's when he can string together those consecutive great starts is when he really gets rolling. He has not been able to find his groove this season, I believe. He's 10-6. I haven't watched him closely this season. But I have looked up and seen him throw a gem, and then looked up and seen him get beat up like last night. 16 hits for the Dodgers. The Brooklyn Bums. Man, Merrill Kelly, what, July? I think he was the player of the month due to how good he was pitching. The Diamondbacks, man, they need him to be that second ace, that second guy. Shut down. Gallen Kelly should be 2 near automatic wins. I don't know how much longer Kelly can even be a valuable starter in this league. Maybe 1 more season. He's already old. It's just sad that not sad, but I feel like this year the Diamondbacks need him most. You know what I mean? I believe they're half a game out of the wild card, 14 games back. 73 over the last 10. However, they lost 2 in a row. And that matches up with the Giants winning 3 in a row, taking their spot back in the wild card race, half a game above the D-backs. The Dodgers, 82-49, just completely ran away with this division. Winners of 3 in a row, 8-2. I'd have to look it up, but I remember saying like a week or two ago, this team is 33-12 over the last 45. I think it only got better. I think they like 40-14 now, the last 50 something. Just absolutely redonkulous what the Dodgers have been able to do. The Cincinnati ice cold Red Legs breaking my heart. I don't go breaking my heart. 2 games back from the wild card spot. I couldn't if I tried. Losers of 3 in a row. I don't go breaking my heart. 4-6 over their last 10. 7 games back from the division lead. Again, 2 games back from the wild card spot. The Reds, baby, 68-66. If you're a fan of the show and you listen, June, I was curious about this happening. I predicted this happening. They won 13 in a row. And I said, let's just history and numbers and just the way the sport works. I said a few times, this Reds team could end up being 500 come the end of the year. People thought I was crazy. I said this team might not even be 500 come the end of the year. I can see them being 78-86, 85, whatever. The math's up. I can see them being 8 games under 500. Right now they're 2 games above 500, 68-66. About 30 games left for all these teams. I'm worried about these Red Legs, man. I don't see them, especially not now. The losers of 3 in a row, get no hit last night until the 9th inning. I don't see them being a playoff team this year. I just don't. Especially now when you got the Cubs who have literally been on fire the last 2 months since June, really. They've been winning at a high cliff. The Brewers in their same division. I mean, they've turned it on. Uh, Finally took off with the NL Central after months and months and months of Reds, Cubs, Pirates, Brewers taking turns in the top spots. Philadelphia Phillies, baby, just keeping it in the NL. Winners of 5 in a row, 8-2 over their last 10. They are just looking to roll into these playoffs. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Last year they came out of nowhere, so it's not like I think they're gonna come out of nowhere this year because we watching them now. But Phillies, man, looking forward to see what they do this playoff run. I think that lineup will be electric come postseason. We already know how the Philly fans, the Philly fanatics get when their team is rolling. Winners of 5 in a row, 8-10, 8-2 over their last 10, baby. Kind of like this Phillies team, man. Don't know what I like them to do, but I like the Phillies. Cannot lie to you. I like the pitching they picked up around the trade deadline. Aaron Nola is just turning back the clock. He's had his best last 6 weeks. Maybe not his best of his career, but last 6 weeks he's been the best I've ever seen him be, as far as reaching that his highest potential. The Braves, of course. The Braves. Big dog Balls Hogan taking up both lanes. Atlanta Braves rolling as always. I mean, they've been probably the most steady team all year. We've had teams like the Rays and the Dodgers have great stretches, but the whole time the Braves have been winning 7 out of 10, winning 8 out of 10, winning 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. They just been rolling, man. Rolling through this season pretty damn easily, I might add. We was concerned about the Dodgers early, and we've been concerned about the Rays as of late. But speaking of the Rays, how about their resilience, man? Shane McClanahan, done for the season. Your ace. The guy that's, what, 12-2? I forget his record when he goes down. He's really putting his team on the back. Once a week, you count on this guy to get you a W. He's done. Needs surgery. Out for the season. All right, Rays. I don't know how they gonna bounce back from this one. And then boom, stumble into the Wander Franco fiasco, which is heartbreaking in itself. Don't know details. Haven't spoken on this show because it's not the kind of stuff I like to share. Very negative stories. Don't want to bring the character and person and all this into it. Guess I could, but I mean it's just gross what you've heard from the Juanco Franco stories. Again, everything's alleged, everything's this, everything's that. Investigation ongoing, but just the thought. Just the thought is gross, man. You can't do it. Baltimore. But anyway, the Rays, they go through all that and go through all that and go through all that. 81-52, 8-2 over their last 10, winners of 3 in a row. They're only 2.5 games back from this AL East that everybody thought they'd run away with. Somehow Baltimore has been able to get steady and stay steady. I thought Baltimore was going to do something like the Reds did also. I mean, we watched the Pirates do it. It was due more to injuries. We watched the Rangers as of late kind of fall back down to the middle of the pack. Um, and then we watched the Reds just completely go back to 500. It's like they went back to their old habits. I thought the Orioles might do the same thing as a franchise. Like, hey, we got 83 wins, guys. That's as many as we had last year. And we still got 30 games left. But they haven't. They've just kept the pedal on the metal. The gas pumping. The gas dumping. How about the Red Sox being the craziest team in the world? I mean, one day you look up, they win 6 in a row. 4.5 out of the wild card spot. You think this team's about to go on a run, and then you look up and they 4-6, losers of 3 straight, 7 games out. They might be the most inconsistent team in the damn league. Offense is fire. Need some pitching over there in those Red Sox jerseys. The Yankee came out my mouth funky. The Yankee. Whew. Damn Yankees, man. Stinking up the joint. But they won 2 in a row. It's right in front of us. We just gotta go grab it. That'd be my favorite quote of all time because it's true. I don't even know why it's so funny. It's just like, you know that y'all trash. 11 games out of a wild card spot, and you're saying like, "Oh, it's right in front of us. We just gotta go get it." You need a lot to happen, bro. You need to win about 20 out the next 24, and everybody else need to go on a 13-game losing streak. That's what the hell you need. It ain't right in front of you. If it was right in front of you, you're 2 games out, and then it's all up to you. We win the last 3 games of the season. We in the playoffs. That's right in front of us. Being 11 games back with 30 games left. Yeah, that's should be unemployment. I mean, god damn. I don't know how long y'all gonna rock with Cashman and Boone. I love Boone. As a player, as a manager. I didn't even mean to get on the Yankees. Not even written down on my bullet points. Just saw they won 2 in a row. Got excited for you. And then I saw there was 11 games back and said, oh. And that's in the wild card. 19 games back from the division lead. The New York stinking ass Yankees. I think the AL Central has already packed it up, went home. They're ready for 2028. They're not even ready for next season. These teams, absolutely garbage. You look at Detroit Tigers, losers of 4 in a row. You look at the Chicago White Sox, losers of 2 in a row. Both of those teams, 4-6 over the last 10. Kansas City, the Royals, 1-9 over their last 10, losers of 5 in a row. I mean, just as a whole division, it's just giving big trash vibes. You know what I mean? Minnesota's in first place with a 6-game lead, mind you. Now, if you just heard that, you'd think Minnesota is having a good year. The Twinsies, the Twin Cities, Joe Mauer. I'm just playing. My favorite Twin of all time, Joe Mauer, baby. But they're only 69-64. It's just trash. Trash. If you look at every other division, there's not one team that's only 5 games over 500 with a lead. Anybody could have won this division. But yet nobody wanted to win this division. I just can't believe it, man. I do not believe it. Ooh, ooh, she all on me. On me. Get the grooves grooving today, baby. It's Captain by a Hook with the red beard. Rowan Donaghy, baby. A.K.A. Rowan Donaghy. Justin Steele, man. I mean, he's a young cat. He hasn't pitched a lot of innings. I think they're going to give it to Gallen and say some BS about the innings. And now get this wrong. Don't get me wrong. I hope they give it to Gallen. For 2 reasons. I don't know if y'all listened to the show, but I gave out Gallen at a very, very good price back in May. I think it was May. I'd have to look at my bet slip. But I have, whoo, boy, do I have some beautiful tickets on Gallen and Cole to win the Cy Young Award. My bad, I'm trying to find the Cy Young Award. I don't know how to get to it. Maybe it's shut down. Anyway, I'd have to find the Cy Young Award market. I also talked 2 or 3 weeks ago about Justin Steele and hedging my Gallon bet with Steele. I think he was plus 650 at the time, but I just couldn't bring my heart to it. You know, I kept looking at it, and I kept looking at it, and then I was like, man, that innings pitched. Gallon's got him by about 40 innings. Hopefully Justin Steele can get beat up a few games here and there, and I could just ride my Gallon bet out, ride it to the bank, baby. But actually, both of them are getting a little juicy. Yankees stink now. Everybody's saying that might hurt Cole's case, but I think Cole's gonna get it. He hasn't got one yet. I think he's locked up more than Gallon is. Nobody else really around him pitching. That makes sense. McClanahan was right there with him out for the season. Evaldi was one of my guys that I kept giving out at 12 to 1 earlier in the year, and I just kept saying this price is going to drop eventually. Never really dropped. It got down to about 700, and then he goes out with injury. So Cole, I think, has it locked up regardless. Also, Cole has never won one, even in seasons when he went 19-1. Never won one. So I think the writer's gonna give it to Cole for like basically the last 5 years of greatness. Here you go, big doggy. Yankees stink. Here goes the Cy Young Award. Don't worry about it. Attaboy. Gallon's case, I think he still has the lead and the edge right now over Justin Steele. It's just concerning how good Justin Steele is. I mean, I just 15-3, 2.69. I mean, you don't see numbers like that anymore. It feels like prime Kershaw, and Kershaw is still looking great. But this feels like 2014 Kershaw when he was 7 innings scoreless every time. You know what's gonna happen. That's what Justin Steele feels like. I mean, this kid is rocking. He's rolling. He's rocking and he's rolling. Man, rest of this week will probably be dedicated to football on this show. Kind of sucks, doesn't it? Kind of sucks. I always complain about when it's May and June and all these shows are doing football content instead of baseball content. It's like, dude, we got 4 or 5 months for football comes. We talking about Coach of the Year awards, Comeback Player of the Year awards in June when they got baseball going on. And now baseball is getting to the most exciting part of its season. Playoff push, playoff run, division races, wild card races. Who is going to make it? I mean, who is going to make the playoffs? It's my Jerry Seinfeld impersonation. All of these teams, somebody has got to make the playoffs. Love Seinfeld. I've never been able to do an impression of him. Got the sticker right here just to shout him out. But rest of this week, man, it's going to feel weird. I'll still give out baseball bets daily. Still talk a little bit about the diamond. Because diamonds are forever. I just feel like week one, I gave out the 12 games I got circled. Today, I'm going to really go through, figure out which games I'm going to bet, put those bets in, get out an article on Stare Down Sports sometime today about which bets I am placing this week one. Tomorrow, come back and give it to you strong. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm saying all this for nothing because Friday is going to be all about football. Me and JCP gonna break it down. Ain't no point in me giving out all my tomorrow and then coming back Friday and giving all my out again. Anywho, I'm gonna get the article out and get my bets finalized today. Maybe tomorrow I'll still do some baseball, and then Friday really do a deep dive. I mean, if you see the 12 games I circled, I gave them out yesterday. I'm probably gonna bet 8 or 9 of those, so it's not like I'm gonna be a big surprise. of what comes to the bet slip in the next 24 hours. One Thursday game, it looks like one, maybe two Friday games, and then a bunch of Saturday games and one Sunday game. So, gonna be a fun next 4 days. Third, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days of football, baby. Really can't wait for that National Football League. Can't wait for these Tigers to play Sunday night, though. Florida State. Just between you and me. A little bit nervous about this LSU Florida State game. Anyway, let me dive into tonight's bets, baby. Got a few automatics here. Got a few easy peasies here. Got a few, as the kids say it, it's a lock. Put the house on it. Guaranteed. Gotta knock on wood. Just so I don't jinx myself. Don't stop me now. Wish James Brown was still around. Still cool. Still popping out new music. Wish I grew up in an era of just groovy, funky bass lines and discos. Not even disco, really, just good music, man. Good music, man. Anyway, White Sox, baby. Yuck. Get that shit out of my mouth. White Sox taking on the Orioles. Third game of the series. I've been on the Orioles last 2 days run line. I know Dylan Cease is on the mound. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he might be the most overrated pitching prospect since Michael Kopech. Big trash. Give me Kyle Gibson and the Orioles on the run line at home for the third night in a row. I mean, they are absolutely rolling against these White Sox. Both of the last two games put up 9 runs. I don't care who's on the mound. Cease, Yamama, they call Giolito back. Whoever they got on the mound, they're going to give up some runs. Give me the Orioles one more time on the run line. It's plus 115 for your pleasure tonight. The night. Got that song stuck in my head, boy. Oh, boy. All right, second bet of the day. Give me them Blue Jays, baby. I think this is a great spot to back them. The Blue Jays of Toronto at home. Not only are they at home, they're taking on the Nationals, the Nasty Nats, who have been sneaky, streaky hot as of late. Patrick Corbin has literally been unfadable, on fire the last 2 or 3 months. I'm going to ride Chris Bassitt. I bet Chris Bassitt a lot last season with the Mets. I bet the Mets a lot last season, regardless who was on the mound. But I love Chris Bassitt. Actually broke my heart when he left the Mets and went to the Toronto. I believe that was free agency. I don't think that was a trade. Losing Taijuan Walker and Chris Bassitt, believe it or not, should probably be talked about more as the Mets organization falls down the toilet. I didn't even get to talk about Pete Alonso trade. I'm definitely talking about that tomorrow. Pete Alonso trade rumors and how ridiculous it is. But you see Taijuan Walker having an amazing season with the Phillies. Chris Bassitt having an awesome season with the Blue Jays. Just kind of breaks your heart when you look at the Mets and realize, what could have been maybe. But give me the Blue Jays tonight. Chris Bassitt on the mound, taking on the Nationals, and Patrick Corbin. Hopefully Corbin can have one of his famous give up 7 runs in 3 innings outings. And I'm going to be on the Blue Jays run line, minus 115. Toronto, baby. Toronto. Kind of like the Giants. I ain't going to lie to you. Reds have been stanking up the joint. But I'm going to stay away from that. Also, want to lean Mariners, even though they lost last night to the Athletics. it's still the Athletics. If the Athletics win 2 games in a row, I feel like F it. I'll just lose my money. But I'm not. Got 4 games I like. Those are not on the script, but I like them. Mariners. I like the Mariners tonight on the run line. I like the Giants tonight on the run line. But I'm staying away from it. I'm scared to get snake bitten. I guess those are afternoon games now that I really look at it. I love daytime baseball, baby. Didn't even realize. High noon. We got the Orioles White Sox about 3 hours from now. That's great. 2 o'clock, get the Blue Jays National. That's it. I'm calling off work. I'm watching baseball all day. All right. Anyway, Astros. They've one of the hottest teams in the league. Ace on the mound. How could you not? I'm not. But I said, how could you not? Hey, I'm just not. Rangers. Pissing me off. Had the run line last night. Win by 2-1. I need this Rangers offense to get it jump started again, baby. Go ahead and get that engine to turn over. Staying away tonight, even though I love Dane Dunning. Want to take him. Bunch of bets today I want to take and don't take. And guess what? I'm not going to take none of those, and this is going to bite me. Give me Cole. Give me the Yankees. Give me the run line against the Tigers. -125. I'm taking the Yankees on the run line. So I just gave you 4 games I like, but I'm not betting. I guarantee you, if you care, if you're bored, if you don't have anything to do at 8 o'clock tonight, look at the damn scores. I almost guarantee you the Yankees going to F me. And probably all 4 of those other games are going to hit. But that's maybe not right. Astros, Rangers, Mariners, Giants. Probably want to do a 4-leg parlay with that. That's a joke. I'm sorry. I'm live. I can't be joking like that. Please don't parlay anything, people. Whew. I don't know what's worse. Crack, meth, heroin, or parlaying. Some addictive things right there, boy. Some addictive things. Speaking of the Rays being resilient, why not? Rays on the run line +145. Love it, man. I might end up with like 10 bets today. I'm not going to lie to you. I might end up taking all these games after I get off the show. But the last bet of the day that I have, I always fade Brandon Pfaadt for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Brandon Pfaadt, I believe he's 0-7 ERA ballooning. Give me the Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums. Give me the Dodgers -1.5 on the run line +115. Let me give these 4 bets out one more time because I went all over the place. I like almost every game today. You could talk me into probably getting in 8 bets today. Easily. Easily, baby. All right, we're on the O's on the run line. All 4 of these bets are run line bets, which kind of scares me. Kind of got me a little nervous. Run line bets. Give me the O's on the run line +115. Give me the Blue Jays on the run line -115. Give me the Yankees on the run line -125. And then give me the Dodgers, the Brooklyn Bums on the run line +115. O's, Blue Jays, Yanks, Dodgers on the run line, baby. That's how I'm rocking. That is how I'm rolling. Got those 4 bets locked in. Other bets that I like, I just talked about them. I just feel like I got to say it one more time. Giants, Mariners, Astros, Rangers, Rays. I might end up with all 9 of these bets placed. But anyway, O's, Blue Jays, Yanks, Dodgers. Those are my official bets for the day. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. It's Captain Bob Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on the 30th of August, baby. Getting closer and closer to the winter time. Please take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.